Hi everyone, I will be teaching how to make a condition to lock your own bots. For example, as a developer, in the future when you have your own bot developed by you and then you publish it for rent or for sale, you will need certain conditions in order to set the using period or expiration for any user. And as I have seen, many members in the group have already published their own bot for sale and rent already. Some also gave away the bot for a free trial. So today I will give methods on how to lock a bot. So firstly, how to lock certain IP address that is going to use the bot. So the IP address has to match the agreed IP address when a user purchased or when a person signed up for that bot. Or when logged in, it needs to be by only one email only. Also, the using duration or expiration date, so you can control it when the user can use it or not. So first of all, import socket and then import time. Then from date time, import date time. And next, copy this code from IQOPTION. Okay, I'll move from to the top like this. Alright. Okay, I'll explain first. So some people use this way by using if, for example, user is something. So we're gonna write it like user is, let's say, taste. Taste is a username of a user. Okay, it can be anything. And if the user equal to test, then print okay, and then run it. Okay, it will work just fine like this. However, I will be teaching an easier way. I'll explain first that, okay, it can be separated to two parts. So the first part is to check if the username and password are correct or not, and if it is expired or not. And after that, it will lead to a successful login and run consequently. So, and the second part is if it's not successful or doesn't pass certain condition, how would you do to block the login? So, first of all, I recommend to use list. So, start with user is equal to a list, then put test1, test2, and so on. So the last one will be test3. Okay. As you have many user or customers as you want to, this will help you arrange users easily in the future. You can fix each user's issue in this one file without checking many separated files. So yeah, I recommend doing this as storing data like this in the list. And don't forget the quotation marks. So I'll be using a while true loop again. So while true and then user, wait, okay, typo. While true and then user bot is equal to input user, and then you put the user here, and user here is for inserting the username. Okay, next, if user bot is in user, I mean, if this user is in the user list, the test1, test2, and test3, then print okay, and then break. After that, I'm gonna print bot run. Let's say bot run. You can use anything. it is an indicator to tell that okay, it's gonna run the bots after a successful login. So next is else. Okay, else here for an unsuccessful login. So else and then print user no data. So if the inserted username is not in the following user list, like it's not test1, test2, and test3, it will show user no data. And this is up to you. You can put anything. You can use incorrect user or contact the seller for help or anything up to you instead of user no data. It is very easy. Okay, let's see what's wrong. Oh, why R is here? This is my typo again. Okay, let's try again. Firstly, let's try input incorrect data. Okay, it shows no data. And what if I say test2? Why it say no data again? Oh, okay, typo again. I forgot T. Okay, let's say test TES2 first. Okay, it shows okay and then bot one. Anyway, the password is not necessary in this part, alright? Because I'll respect the privacy of the customers here. So if something goes wrong, they might blame us. So better way, don't use the password. So here's for user. Check the username and everything. And then next is for checking the IP address. So IP address, okay, let's say IP is equal to socket dot, oh wait, okay, socket dot get host by name. And then socket again, but in brackets this time. Okay, socket dot get host name. Okay, then print IP like this. Okay, this code is for printing the IP address. So this code can be used in any computer at all. If you show the computer's IP address, you can also use it to check your own IP address or to teach a customer to get their IP address. Okay, I just open CMD or command prompt. Then I'm gonna type ipconfig. Yeah, ipconfig. Okay. See, it is showing if it's using Wi-Fi or LAN, and here it is, my IP address. Okay, so every computer has different IP address. Anyway, when I print it, it will show exactly the same IP address here. See, the same. 192 and so on. See, next step. Okay, next step. User IP. No, let's use data IP instead for storing IP address data. So data IP is equal to, and then put your customer's IP address. But in my case, I will insert my IP address first, and then another one, let's say it's my customers. This is just an example only. Okay, don't forget the quotation marks as it is a thing. Okay, like this. Okay, so right here it has to check the user already. Then it has to check the IP address too. So here user bot in user. Then add and also to check data IP in IP. So let's try. test 2. Oh wait, what's going on? Let me check. Oh, right here. It needs to change. Okay, it needs to be IP in data IP because it needs to check the IP address first if it's in the data IP. Okay, my mistake. And let's try again. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll change the data here. What if the IP address is not matching? Let's try again. Okay, test 1. Okay, it shows user no data. Alright, it works perfectly. So, user already, IP address already. Next is after checking those two information, it will be the expiration date. Okay, let's start with a while true loop again. Then okay. User IQ is equal to input user IQ. Then for password, pass IQ is equal to input pass IQ. Where is this T come from? Okay. Next, create a variable API is equal to IQOPTION. And user IQ and pass IQ in brackets again. Then ch1 and ch2 are equal to api.connect. Okay, these are basic that I already taught, so that's why I went fast. Okay. So here, after receiving IQOPTION username and password, the result will be sent here in two terms due to API.connect order. But I will use only the first term one to check. So I would use I'll use the ch1. So if ch1 is equal to true, which is correct, it will print OK login IQ. But if not as else, then print not login IQ. Okay, not login IQ. So if it is unsuccessful, it will get back to insert again as a loop because it's in a while to loop. Okay, let's try it. So firstly, insert user for using the bot. Okay, test 1, and then your IQOPTION username. Okay. And then the password, and forget. It said not logged in IQ. It shows fail. Why? Oh, my mistake again. Okay. I inserted my username wrong. Okay. My typo again. Let's do it again. I hope finally this time is gonna be correct. Okay, finally. Oh, it makes me log in again because it's still in a loop. I need to add a break first to exit this loop after a successful login. So let's get back to coding. Here we are, break to exit this loop. Okay, I already have user, checking user and IP address data. So these two are two conditions already. Next is for time setting. I will use the time on a queue option, not on the computer, because it can prevent scams from setting false time on customer's computer. So firstly, I'm gonna insert the time in here after a successful login. So I'll start with okay, let's see. Everything. Okay, I'm rechecking it. Okay, start with time f IQ is equal to API.getServer timestamp and brackets. Then FM for format to form time that is understandable. So FM time IQ equal to date time dot from timestamp and brackets and put time FIQ inside, and then dot strf time. Here I will add a percent followed by y for year, and then I'll add a percent again, and then m for month, and then percent again, and d for day. Okay, and then let me see, and then print this code, this one right here, and let's run it again. Okay, inserting your username and password again. I will try not to make any mistakes. Alright. Okay, it's showing the 12th of November 2020. Alright. And I'll tell you why I have it shown like this. It is because this term can turn to an amount of time and used in calculating the expiration date. So here it is. So as you can see, it is 20,200,000 and so on. Let's say I want the expiration date to be in 2021 January 01 and 11. Okay, then minus the today date, okay, which is 2020 November 12th. Yeah, the result is positive. So if the result is positive, it means that it is not expired yet. But right now, it cannot analyze the result since it is still a string. str stands for string. Therefore, I have to change it to integers first by adding int in front right here. Okay. Next, it has to check if it's expired yet too. Then add wait, let's see. Okay, delete break and then add if again. Let's add another code right here. Data time. No, let's say exp time for expire time. Exp time is equal to Okay, is equal to the expiration date, which is 2020. Let's say December 12th. Okay, get back here and then put if the exp time. Okay, typo again. me. Okay, if exp time is lower than the FM time IQ, which is the current time right now, the today date. So if the EXP time is lower than today date, it will print. Okay, it will pass. Now let's add a while true loop again. And then print exp but then time.sleep 5, okay, in the brackets, means it will show this message every 5 seconds. You can change from exp bot to contact for more information, or contact to extend the using period, or whatever, up to you. And next is else, and then break. So if it's not expired, it will exit the loop. Okay, if pass all conditions, the bot will start running. So let's test again. Okay, user checked, IP address checked, and then the IQ option user. This needs to be passed to, even he or she is my customer, they need to pass the IQ option login. Or why is in a loop? Let me see. Oh, I need to switch this. Okay, put break first as a successful login. Then the while true loop. Alright. Okay, let's try again. Wait. Okay, I'll arrange it a bit. Okay, then let's taste it again. Okay, insert everything again and password, and then okay. It show expired. Let's see what's wrong. Oh, I think I see. If the exp time is lower than the current time, it means expired. Okay, edit here. Here it is. Okay, put break there instead, as it is successful, and then break and exit from exit. Yeah, and change break here. Yeah. So if it's successful, it will exit the loop. Alright, and if not, it will show EXP, but let's test again. Okay, so log in. Okay, and then insert the username and password all again. Okay, log in okay, and the bot run, so it is running. Okay, so it works just fine. So I think this is it on how to create conditions of your bot's users and your user's IP address, and also the expiration date of any users. So in order to publish your bot for sale or rent, I think you find this video helpful and useful. It is your own bot, so set up conditions how you want it to be. Sorry for any mistakes during this video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you guys later in another video.